Section 12.9, you see it in front of you. It is another type of layout. This was a popular one. It still is a popular one, but it's one that has several different regions. Java FX has now called these regions top, left, right, and bottom. Center was always here, but in our last version, this was called north, south, east, and west. You know, if you look at a map under the US, this is the East Coast, this is the West Coast, north and south, but that got changed. These are a little more specific, and the reason is some people don't know what direction west is and what direction east is. So we have 5 regions. We have a layout where we can put things in 5 different regions. Okay, it's a cool layout. I like it. But what do we put in regions? Well, before, when we had V boxes and H boxes, we were sometimes just doing a straight up control. Well, for these, we don't want to insert controls, but what we want to do is use one of our other layout containers like VBox or HBox or grid pane layout, and then add those to the region. Okay. Code listing 1215. Did you have code listing 1215 to type up? I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't have it highlighted, so I don't remember.
No, we didn't.
No. Okay. That's fine, because I have my book ready. And some of you have your books. If you want to have them available, you can. But, you know, again, I'm coming in. Application, check. Stage and scene, check. You know, I'm familiar with these. The more I do, the more I need to make sure they're in there. But fortunately for me, I'm cutting and pasting, so I don't have to remember them all. Looks like I have a button, and that's it. I don't have a whole lot else going on here with a lot of different controls being put in. I want to bring in HBox. I possibly want to use VBox. As I mentioned a little while ago, we're going to add controls to either an HBox or a VBox, and then put all of those in this border pane layout. So let's see what we got as far as code. I'm creating buttons. I'm going to have a button in all of them, in all 5 regions. The center is on the other page, but one for the top, the bottom, the left, and the right. I'm going to take each of those buttons, and like I said, we want to add them to a layout that will eventually get added to my new border pane layout. So I'm going to just add all of these to H boxes. All right. The one in the center, I'm going to center it, set alignment center for the top, set alignment center for the bottom. Create the border pane layout that we were just talking about. And then I'm going to add each one of those containers from up above that have buttons in, and I'm going to add them to each area of the border pane, and finally display it. So I should end up with something that looks like this. My 5 regions. You notice my top and bottom region are really wide. That's why we centered them. The other 3 condense up to what I need side by side. Okay. So what I want you to do today, and this is what your assignment is going to be, use border pane layout to tell me about yourself. You can just do text, some kind of text or something in each one of those regions. You know, hey, my name is da 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 across the top. You might have a couple of pictures. You might, you know, whatever you want to do in each of these 5 regions to tell about yourself. Now, you don't need a text field to show you know how to do text fields, and we don't need buttons unless you want to try them. I mean, you're programmers, right? And if you can do all this in 20 minutes, you still have time. Well, maybe I'm going to go back and practice adding a button and up here put a text field to do something, or, you know, push a button, a click button to see my nickname. And when you click it, a GUI will pop up to display your nickname. But be creative, see what you can do. You have until what time?